Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. Good day for me. Been gone for a couple days, fighting this friggin' cold. Hell, it might be COVID. I don't know. But finally starting to feel a little better. Bit of a head cold now more than anything and stuffed up. But yeah, it started to go away and then it got worse. And the last couple days it's been okay. Today's been the first day I felt like really doing anything. So I got showered. I put on a fragrance because I lost my smell for a couple days. So, is what it is. So, anyway, what did I wear today? I went with Liquid Brun. Yeah, yeah. Might not be the perfect day for it. We are having an incredible September where I'm at. Um, we're still getting temperatures on average 22, 23 degrees. There's a breeze in the air, and and I noticed today we went to me and my brother went for a drive to a different city this morning, and the leaves are starting to change on the side of the highway. So fall is in the air, but it hasn't been. It's been what I would call the perfect September. It's not too hot, not too cold. The sun's staying out still till 8 o'clock ish, and so we're getting a pretty good September. This might have been a little too hot today for this though. Today we got up to 23, but there was a nice chill in the air, especially when we got back into the city because I live right next to the ocean. We got back in around 3 o'clock, and it was a little cooler here than the city we were in inland. So yeah, but anyway, let's. I don't aspire to seasonality for the most part. Anyway, y'all know that. I just know some of you will want to know when the best time to wear it, and we're getting into that best time. I think probably another 2 weeks or so. If I had to wait it might have been a better time to wear it. But this did fine today. And like I said, Liquid Brun by French Avenue, i.e. Fragrance World. Getting a lot of hype. We'll talk about the hype at the end of the video. But right now, let's just talk about the fragrance. So the notes that I could find are, I wrote them down: vanilla, cinnamon, praline, orange blossom, cardamom, elemi, ambroxan, gaiac wood, and musk. All that don't mean anything if I don't tell you what it smells like. First sprayed on, I got some on here. Warm, spicy cinnamon and lavender combo. Oh yeah. It does have a weird freshness to it though that I wasn't expecting. There's this, like, it's not a fresh fragrance, but it's got a freshness to it, and it's almost like a uh, fruity, almost wine-like, if that makes sense. And I think that's coming from the elemi because I don't know. I'm no chemist or perfumer, but what I've read is that elemi can come off fresh, sweet, warm, and citrus-like, and also the orange blossom in this is giving it that white floral kind of sweet freshness that you get from orange blossom. Not bad at all. Just it threw me off a little bit because I was like, wait a minute. I thought I was getting this deep, dark, spicy, chocolatey, vanilla, gourmand fragrance. And while you do get that freshness was kind of like, oh, okay, I don't mind it. I kind of like it in it. A little different, right? But right beneath that, going into the mid, you're keeping that kind of spicy vibe, of course. Uh, this, again, sweet, slightly creamy and powdery vanilla, praline, chocolate kind of vibe is coming up, mixing with them spices and a bit of that freshness. And it works well. It works really well. It's very nice. And then on top of that, like it's on top of a base of, woods and musk basically. It and that's kind of the whole fragrance, guys. At the end of the day, it's a surprisingly fresh, but don't think summertime by any stretch of the word. It just has a surprisingly freshness to it. Sweet, powdery, warm, spicy, gourmand fragrance. And the big thing I pick up, like I said off the top, is definitely the white florals and the elemi with some of the spice, and then going into the mid, the spices, the praline, the vanilla. It's sweet, it's powdery, it's spicy. It stays that way into the base where you start to pick up on some woods, and stuff. And then in the far dry down, it's chocolatey. It's pretty much just a skin scent, and it smells like chocolate. Best I can describe it. Uh, a solid 10-hour performer for me. I've had this on for 10 hours, and it's really only been the last hour that it's been a skin scent that you have to kind of smell. Like I said, it kind of smells like chocolate. So, so a solid at least 9-hour performer. But I'm giving that chocolate smell at least to the 10-hour mark because I really like it. So my channel, I do what I like. But realistically, after about 8 or 9 hours, you're going to want to reapply. How I applied it, I went a little light with it because I wasn't sure because of the weather. So I only went with one in my moisturizer, one on the back of my neck, put my shirt on and put one on my shirt. And it gave me that kind of performance. Projection, again, solid projector, couple hours, easily, more than an arm's length out there. Comes in, gives you another 4 or 5 hours of this pretty intense bubble. You are going to fill a room with this one, especially if you over apply. I put on just enough, but you're going to leave a trail. People are going to smell you from a few feet away if you just stand there for a couple minutes. And then it's a nice detectable skin scent, you know, half a foot to 10 inches off the skin. You get whiffs and wafts of it as you're moving around. Absolutely. And then, like I said, it's a skin scent. It smells like chocolate. Absolutely gorgeous scent. Absolutely gorgeous scent. Compliment factor, high, very high. The two coffee girls, when we stopped to get coffee by my work today on our way, because where we went, my work's right there, so we stopped at, anyway, besides one, they asked me what I was wearing today. They liked it. Two of the friends that I ran into when I got back home after it'd been on for a few hours, they liked it, and one of them doesn't generally like anything, so you know, so compliment factor is pretty high with this one. So I like the fragrance. I think it's a great fragrance. Again, just to emphasize, it is soft. When I say spicy, don't think pepper and, you know, all these harsh spices. No, it's a soft cardamom kind of cinnamon sweet, vanilla, chocolatey, creamy, powdery kind of spicy fragrance. So I do like it. I like it a lot. It's very nice. This is hyped, especially the last few months. Seems to be coming down now, but the last 6 months, this was hyped through the roof. And you know, does it deserve the hype? Is it hype worthy? Not the hype it was getting. Nothing. I mean, people put this up on a pedestal, especially, you know, YouTubers. They put this thing up on a pedestal as being like the greatest cologne fragrance ever made, one of the greatest fragrances ever made. As far as the cologne, by the way, I haven't smelled. At least I don't remember if I smelled the perfumes de Marley that it's cloning, so I can't tell you, but it is good fragrance on its own. Let's get that. But yeah, the way the YouTube guys were talking about it is this was, you know, the elixir of love, you know, the love potion, you know. This was gonna solve world hunger, you know, like ridiculous. Like, you know, it's the greatest. No, it's not worth that kind of hype, you know. You don't buy this thinking you're getting you're getting, you know, the panty dropper. You know, you're gonna spray this on, and men and women are gonna follow you around, even if they're not gay. They're gonna follow you around because they love your smell. And no. This is just, you know, at the end of the day, this is a very nice, sweet, spicy, woody, powdery, gourmand fragrance, like a whole bunch of other Comra and all its iterations. Dunhill Desire Red, which brings me to something I did want to say now that I remembered it. This smells like Dunhill Desire Red for the first half hour. It's a little spicier and a little sweeter, but that freshness and that, yeah, it's really weird because when I first sprayed it on, I was like, I smelled something like this not too long ago. Not too long ago at all. And I sat and I thought and I couldn't think. And I was like, is it, you know, was it Amen? I thought maybe it was Amen. And there's some similarities there, but no, not Amen. I was like, well, what the fudge was it? And it just kind of had an epiphany hit me out of the blue. I was like, wait, I think it kind of smells like, was it the Dunhill? picked up the Dunhill, sprayed the Dunhill on my hand, sprayed this on my hand, and while not like 100% copies or even a clone, the similarity is there enough that if you know Dunhill Desire Red, this is going to remind you of Dunhill Desire Red, especially the first half hour to an hour where it's doing its top notes are coming out and things like that. This really does remind me of Dunhill Red. Again, a little deeper, a little sweeter, definitely more vanilla and chocolate, but the similarity is there. So if you know Dunhill Desire Red and you like Dunhill Desire Red, this takes a complete turn, like I said, within the hour. But that first hour, this is going to remind you of Dunhill Desire Red. So, and it still keeps some of that Dunhill Desire Red through the mid and even into the base, but it's just more that first hour that it reminds me of Dunhill Desire Red. Maybe the Perfumes of Marley smells like that. I don't know. So anyway, guys, that's it. Tell me what you think. Have you tried Liquid Brun? Have you tried the Perfumes of Marley? Have you tried Dunhill Red? Do you think they're kind of in the similar vein? Again, everybody says this is the greatest clone fragrance ever made. I don't know, because I just don't know what the Perfumes of Marley smells like. But on its own, really good fragrance. Great fragrance. If you like gourmands, vanillas, spice, you like your Comras, your Wanted by Nights, your Wanted Parfums, you know the type of fragrance I'm getting at. If you like them type smoky, I was going to say smoky with you, stronger with you, those types of fragrances, you're going to like this. It is in that family of sweet, chocolatey, vanilla-y, spicy fragrances. So, yeah, great fragrance. Don't fall for the hype, though, guys. It's not going to change your world or anything. It's good. Very good. I like gourmands, of course, so I'm going to like it. I was predispositioned to like it. So, but it's not... Yeah, I mean, I still would go with Comra Koa over this. I still got to wear that other one I got, the Latafa Assad Bourbon. I haven't even worn that one yet. But that's another one that kind of falls into this gourmandy type. Yeah. So anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Have you tried them ones I mentioned? Do you like them? Do you like this one? Do you not? Do you get the same performance I got out of it? Because everybody's different. And how did it work for you in compliments? All right, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.